call.
But I believe it should be on now. I feel like I have a little bit of feedback coming.
10
Seconds. You're wearing headphones, though.
I'm wearing headphones. Yeah, I guess maybe my mic's
The
just
Dire
too
get a
powerful.
ban.
Probably turn.
Here's the Radiant
Aye,
Band.
I'll jump back in and switch it. But, alas, here we are. Week 5, NAC Division. Group E, this is the battle for the number 1 seed out of Group E between Team
10
Bolten
seconds.
and top dog right now, Charlie's
Dire's
Angels.
ban now.
And let's just jump right into this. Team Bolten coming out with this Sven Tidehunter back-to-back bans. And that seems like it's probably a little bit of research ban, as it's not generally what they've been banning in the early parts
10
of their
seconds.
season so far. And Charlie's Angels coming back with the Darkseer ban,
5
and that's also a
seconds
respect
remaining.
ban, as TMB has
Radiant's
picked that
turn
majority
to
of
pick.
times.
Faceless Void.
Yep, these definitely look like targeted bans. And
Dire's
as we
turn
talked
to
about a minute
pick.
ago, Radiant, or Team Bolten chose Radiant. They're going to get first pick, and they pick up the Faceless Void.
Yes, they do, and that's an interesting first pick here. To just start off with it, you know, it seems like maybe usually you
Disruptor.
take that into the second phase
Dire's
to maybe try
turn
to
to
pair it
pick.
up with your mid laner, or maybe some kind of wombo combo off laner, but last they must have a plan. Charlie's Angels responds with the Disruptor pick. So Disruptor, somebody who's been
10
picked up by both of these
seconds.
teams frequently throughout the season, and especially
5
by
seconds remaining.
Talo on Team Bolten, who has played it the majority of games this season.
Reserve
So a little
time.
bit of a counter pick there. I'm thinking the reason they might have gone for this Void first is, I guess, because it gives them a little bit of flexibility. They can probably run in the off lane. I know it has been gaining some traction in the safe lane again lately, too. So, although I don't see it first picked often either, it is a little bit flexible.
Going into
Radiant's
safe lane
turn to
more
pick.
frequently than off lane, at least in these competitive matches. But
Yeah.
good first pick there in terms of really not showing exactly what you want to do with them yet. And then Charlie's Angels comes out with the Abaddon pick there. So Abaddon, somebody's lost a little bit of traction
10
in the last few
seconds.
months. Really not in terms of nerfs to him.
5
I
seconds
mean,
remaining.
Aphotic Shield did get a little bit of a mana increase, which I think has taken about 1 shield out for
Reserve
in your first
time.
2 or 4 minutes of laning. But really, I think it's just more people understanding how to play around him.
Yeah, I think he's still a good hero. Maybe a little more situational now than before when he was just getting picked every game. But obviously, Charlie's Angels isn't thinking he's too situational because they pick him up in their first 2 picks.
Dire's ban now.
And interesting.
I mean, I just played a game with him a little while ago, and you know, he still is one of those solo offlaners that's carried into the later part of 7.0 from the first
10
part of
seconds.
the 7.0 patch when the solo offlaner was just running everything. It seemed
5
like.
seconds
But
remaining.
Team Bolten comes out with the Shadow Shaman pick, so that's kind of
Reserve
interesting with the
time.
faceless, I guess. I guess they're assuming maybe they can get the Mass Serpent Ward Chronosphere combo a little bit.
I don't think you can put him in the chrono.
Radiant's turn to bat.
I don't think so either, but maybe they're just thinking a good chrono you can block off the escape maybe with Mass Serpent Wards to get some damage inside and then damage them as they run away.
The
Definitely an
Dire get
interesting
a
pick. I don't
ban.
see why it was picked yet, but maybe they'll show that later. I know whenever I see a Shadow Shaman, I always see that, or I see that often paired up with an Invoker.
Yeah,
so see if maybe
and
that's
with
something
the
I look at.
Faceless Void as well.
10 seconds.
So yeah, that's a good something we can be
5
looking for
seconds
here.
remaining.
And then Charlie's Angels comes out with the Ricky ban. So honestly, I was expecting to see the Ricky ban in the first phase, as that's a direct
Reserve
target
time.
ban to Dusty, who has played Ricky multiple times in this season to great effectiveness against multiple teams and
Reserve
multiple lineups.
time.
Here's
So
the
that's
Radiant Band.
definitely a research ban there by Charlie's Angels. And then they banned the
Dyer's
Coddle.
turn to
Coddle,
pick.
not somebody we've seen quite as much played by Team Michael Bolton, but I think that is quite a common ban for Charlie's Angels based on their last series. And then
Yep,
we
and
see...
that is another support that would pair up pretty well with existing heroes.
Yeah, definitely right. And so TMB
Radiant's
comes
turn
out with the
to pick.
Troll Meepo ban. So Meepo, a target ban to Charlie, who is a very successful Meepo player. And the Troll ban, I believe, another just popular hero that Charlie's Angels has picked a few times in their series this season. And then we see the Venge picked up, and Charlie's
10
Angels another
seconds.
picking up another hero that they're comfortable with and that they've run in multiple
5
different
seconds
lineups,
remaining.
playing in multiple positions. So another nice pickup by Charlie's Angels. And still
Reserve
really,
time.
this Venge is probably going to be going core, you would assume, or maybe this is their roaming 4.
Yeah, it could be. It kind of opens the door for Drow too, but I'm not sure.
Be interesting to see where they go with it.
Yeah, we got to see their fourth picked, and then I think it'll kind of be shown then.
So it'll be interesting to see where Michael Bolton goes here. I could see a bounty hunter pick perhaps to put Dusty on as opposed to the Ricky. I could also see perhaps an Omni Knight who Dusty's played pretty well this season. Michael Bolton seems to really want to pick their mid hero last. So we see a Luna picked up. That's
Dyer's
interesting.
turn to pick.
Okay, so they're gonna save Dusty's pick, it seems like, for fourth.
I would assume so. I'd assume right now we're looking at Talo on the Shadow Shaman. Call Villain, I would assume, is going to be playing that Faceless Void off lane. And
10
probably
seconds.
444 on the Luna safe lane, I believe.
5 seconds
Mr. Dr.
remaining.
Cooper has played other positions, but usually he's their mid. And Dusty has been playing their 4.
Reserve time.
Okay. Charlie's Angels dipping into their reserve time here, but they still have a chunk left.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this should be a pretty telling pick as to what their lineup's going to be doing.
Yep, and they're definitely thinking about it right now. This is probably, they're going to show what direction they want to go with their draft with this pick, so it's pretty important.
So yeah, what we're seeing so far, it's interesting. Does the Abaddon Aphotic Shield, will that purge off shackles?
Yeah, that's another reason why I was kind of skeptical on the Shadow Shaman pick, because Abaddon can just shield that right off.
Yeah, that's interesting. Luna also kind of almost countered by Abaddon a little bit in
Radiant's
terms
turn to
of
pick.
borrowed time. If you catch him out and try to eclipse him down, borrowed time will just put him right back up to full health quickly. So interesting.
Yep.
So Charlie's Angels goes with the Wraith King here. Is that their forward, do you
10
think? Are they going to try to
seconds.
maybe play this as a core Wraith King?
I guess I was wrong
5
saying it's
seconds
going to show,
remaining.
because when I saw that I was thinking core Wraith King for sure, but you're definitely right. It could be
Reserve
Sport
time.
Wraith King with a Carry Venge still. I'm kind of leaning towards Carry Wraith King though. I haven't seen Sport Wraith King in a long time, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every once in a while you'll see him played as a 4, but I don't. With how much mana Wraithfire Blast costs, he's not like a fantastic roaming 4 anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the most common place I see him these days is in the safe lane, picking up a Midas, which is odd for safe laners, but it seems like every time I'm in a pub, that's what I see.
And I think it's a pick in response to like the Void and the Luna.
The
He can
Dire
get Chrono,
get a
Shackle,
ban.
Eclipsed, and he's just gonna die and come back and be ready for round 2. So they're opting to just pick a hero that can kind of last through the initial burst, or try to, anyways.
Yeah, it's interesting that they go with the Warlock there. I was
10
almost wondering if they might.
seconds.
Well, I guess they've already kind of cleared up
5
their
seconds
safe
remaining.
lane, but it almost seems like a Diffusal will be pretty good this game. for that Wraith King and for the
Reserve
Abaddon, really.
time.
I mean, Borrowed Time will still pop even if he has no mana, but you know, you burn down the Aphotic Shield and his ability to Mist Coil.
10 seconds.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they do go with the Warlock, so that
Here's the
does
Radiant
give them
ban.
quite a bit of team fight here. And really, all of these ults that we're seeing are quite big team fight ults.
Yeah, and I think my Invoker prediction is looking even better
Finally
now.
came up for air.
Tornado
10
EMP, the Wraith King.
seconds.
But I have no idea
5
if
seconds remaining.
TMB plays it, so maybe it's not even in their head right now.
Yeah,
Reserve time.
I'm sure that Mr. Dr. Cooper
10
can play it.
seconds.
OD is somebody I've seen him play before, and that would have
Radiant's
probably been a
turn
good
to pick.
so that's a good ban there by Charlie's Angels. TMB goes with the Razor ban, and that's actually probably a pretty good ban too.
And that's targeted as well.
Yeah, and keep their Void and Luna pumping out damage
10 seconds.
while all these side abilities of Warlock and Shadow Shaman
5
can
seconds remaining.
wreak havoc. Because I do with Moonglaves and
Reserve time.
Fatal Bonds. That's going to be a decent amount of damage that Luna and
Dyer's
Warlock are going to be able to
turn
pump
to
out together.
pick.
So they go with the Puck. So that's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense with Dream Coil. You're assuming if you can catch 3 or 4 or 5 of these guys out and hit them with a Dream Coil, that's going to keep them in position long enough to get
10
a Chrono on top of
seconds.
them, or a Rock dunked on top of them, or even a Luna
5 seconds
Eclipse
remaining.
with all of these people around her. So I can see where they're going with that.
Yeah, I like the pick. I
Reserve
think they need
time.
someone elusive. It's still going to be a hard game for the Puck, I think, with the Disruptor and the Venge. All right.
Silencer last pick. So, okay. Venge. Actually, Shadow Ninja, I believe, is one of their carries. So, Silencer, I'm guessing, is going to be mid here. The Wraith King safe lane, Abaddon off lane, and Venge and Disruptor in the safe lane with the Wraith King, maybe?
All right. I actually have been a fan of Mid Silencer lately, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, the ult does do well here. A Lotus Orb on any hero for TMB will help a little bit with that Silencer.
Puck link it at Yules.
Yeah, so it's I can see where both teams are going with this. Teams.
10 seconds.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of the Mid Silencers going for Hurricane Pike. I think that's kind of the go-to.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would actually expect to see probably a few 4 staffs on in this game.
Yeah. I got a connection failure message. All right, that went away.
Yeah, it pops in pretty quick. I don't know why it does that with these.
Prepare
But last,
for battle.
let's get us some introductions. For Team Michael Bolton, who is on the Radiant, we have Dusty on the Warlock. We have 444 playing Luna. Mr. Dr. Cooper on Puck. We have Colvillain on the Void. And Talo with the Shadow Shaman.
Alright, and on Charlie's Angels, it is Shadow Ninja on the Silencer, Hunter on the Abaddon, Charlie himself on the Wraith King, Fancybones on Disruptor, and Your Bad Gaming on Vengeful Spirit.
Alright, so, looks like we're getting a lot of movement around here.
30 seconds to battle.
Team Michael
Mid
Bolton
dire
looks
ward.
like... Yep, there's a ward. It does look like Fancybones saw that, I believe. But he does have has a sentry on him, actually, so we might see an early D ward there. Let's see if he comes down. Yep.
Yep, I think he knows that ward's there.
Yep, they're pinging, they saw him there. He actually didn't lay the sentry there. So maybe he was tree blocked. He didn't quite see Shadow Shaman would have laid
And
that.
we're clear
He
for
should have seen it with their ward, but okay.
There it is. Oh yeah, he is soon to see it. Alright, so nice early D ward there by Shadow Shaman. Taylor's going to lay another ward down here in the safe lane. So it looks like we're going to have pretty traditional lanes. 3-1-1 from both teams.
Yep, so I think Let's see. Ben's probably gonna have a pretty hard time. This he's gotta watch out for the shackle. Obviously, he can't shield himself. But
Yeah.
really, I don't know if they have the burst damage to take him down like level 1 here.
Yeah, level 1 maybe not. I think they're just. I think we're gonna see a decent amount of harass here out of Dusty and Talo. I mean, with 3 range down here, they should be pretty okay. And yeah, Shadow Word does pretty well. I mean, it is gonna get purged off, but it's just more mana that Hunter's gonna have to use down here.
Yeah, I think the Void is the one who's really gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, and yeah, I think so. He has actually, and he's having a hard time even before we're seeing Fancybones and Yearbad up there, even really getting on top of him. So he's trying to trade these right clicks with Charlie, but he's actually gonna hit with Wraith Fire Blast. Here comes Fancybones, gets stunned again, and they're gonna glimpse him. But what a nice jump there by Colville, and get a little bit of that damage off. More importantly, get out of those right clicks range of Charlie.
Yep, he does have a lot of regen, so he'll be able to tough it out for a little while longer. The Abaddon, on the other hand, is actually almost out of regen, so he's actually looking in worse shape right now.
Yeah, he went with the early Poor Man's Shield, and although I do understand that, I think that's kind of moved on a little bit with the changes to the Shrine. You know, usually you could get away with not buying that salve, and yeah, not buying the salve, and then you can, you had your Shrine as soon as you needed it, but now you gotta wait 5 minutes.
To my house.
Does get a stack off there, so that's nice. I don't know if he's building that for himself or not. He doesn't really have great wave clear here.
I think the side chop change really hurt the 4-man shield too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I mean, I think that's definitely why you see people doing it and going Poor Man's Shield Tango. But I do think it is. I think it's an erroneous way to go about building in the early game as a solo offlaner at this point.
Yeah. Wade's in pretty deep up top again, but
Yeah, he's gonna get hit with the Wraith Fire Blast again. Here comes Yearbad. Let's see if he hits him with the Magic Missile. There it is again. Fancybones is trying to bait out that Time Walk before he glimpses him. There's the glimpse, and then he gets the Kinetic Field. The Time Walk, he's gonna jump right into the Kinetic Field. Let's see if the right clicks are gonna take him down. Colville so close, and one more hit by Charlie's gonna take him down. But actually, not the first blood. Yeah, the Abaddon actually dies first in the bot lane.
Missed it, but mid lane too. The Silencer is winning hard here against the puck. 22 and 5 to 9 and 3 right now.
Yeah, he is, and yeah, we've been jumping around so much, haven't even really seen what's going on. Maybe it's just wonder if the harassment from Arcane Curse and Last Word has just been too much for Dr. Cooper to be able to stay in lane sufficiently.
Yeah, 2 points in that curse early is brutal.
Just see a couple of nice face shifts here from Dr. Cooper dodging some of this damage. But alas, still quite far behind from the Silencer.
You shall not.
Support duo's roaming here for the Radiant.
Yeah, we see him here. Actually, Talo and Dusty are both here. They're going to smoke. So there we see Fancybones is actually going to pop it. There's the Shackle. Dusty's going to try to get these right clicks off of you a little bit. He has the Shadow Word on there. And there comes the Kinetic Field. Let's see if they can get it out there. Let's see if he phase shifts into... Yes, Dr. Cooper is going to get that kill.
Yeah, that's great for the puck. He just had to orb in, get the kill. He's happy.
Yeah, he is. And Shadow Ninja... yeah, actually, that actually puts him ahead in terms of levels versus Shadow Ninja. And with that kill, that's going to definitely mitigate some of this creep loot loss he's had. But he does get hit with the Arcane Curse there.
He's got a regen bottom, though. He's happy now.
Perfect.
Regeneration.
Meanwhile, it looks like Void's been reduced to the jungle for now. He does have the Quelling Blade picked up. But Charlie is pretty much getting his free farm here in the top part at this point. Fancy Pants and Yearbad are trying their best to get stacks and pulls going off. But even as such, the creeps are right up on tower. And then we do see Colville come back into lane while this stuff's under tower. He's going to get a couple of right clicks on Charlie, but going to decide that that's about as much as he's going to like and go back into the jungle.
Almost had that.
Yep, and while that support goes, roaming Hunter or Abaddon actually got some time in lane, but he spots them out coming back, so he's playing safe again now too.
Tail's gonna take some right clicks here from Hunter, and the Curse of Avernus letting him get a decent amount of damage there. He has the ward there, so he sees Taylor trying to hide. And Taylor's gonna hit him with the shackles. Here comes Dusty, gets the shadow ward on him. He's gonna get that shield, so he's gonna purge that off. Let's see if the right clicks can catch him. And they are gonna be enough. So 444 is gonna get that kill with the Lucent Beam and a couple of right clicks.
He's getting a little too aggressive there.
Yeah, I mean that's as an Abaddon player, I can definitely say that's it's easy to do. You know, with the shield, you feel so invincible sometimes. Let's see, Your Bad's roaming through the jungle here. Caldwell, I believe, has seen him. Fancy Pants has seen him as well. Fancybones, excuse me, has seen him as well.
Won't last long.
Caldwell's trying to ping it out, but it looks like he's not going to really have any help in the area. Looks like Your Bad might be trying to head to the mid lane now. He's just checking for a
Dire's
run.
bottom tower is about to
So he's going to head back top as well. Actually, we're getting a TP bot, it looks like.
Yeah, they want to push that tower, but they're respecting the defense here a little.
So the Wave of Terror did come out. It did hit, it hit Taylor as well as 444. Missed Dusty though, so he's going to have this clarity pump out. Give him some full mana before he gets back in there.
Just like your ships.
No,
But Shadow Ninja still doing a lot of work here in this mid lane. Dr. Cooper actually very low. Gets hit with the Arcane Curse once again. This is going to do a decent amount of damage on him, but with the... oh, is this going to kill him? Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
so close.
Oh,
7
no.
health.
I thought he was dead.
So close, but the Shadow Word's going to ensure he stays alive, as well as the Shrine. Now all three are going to turn back mid. Fancybones is smoked up here.
stay near.
It is going to pop. There's the Dream Coil. It's going to hit Fancybones. He's going to try to run away. He's actually going to break the coil. Right clicks from Cooper are going to try to come up, but he does get glimpsed back. Tried to phase shift out of it, but he's actually going to miss. So now we see 3 pushing in here. Talo TPing out. Gets hit with the smoke. Coming bot here. Now we do see the Abaddon and the Silencer out forward. Now we did see the Shackles come out there on Talo, but purged off by Hunter. Now still 3 down here trying to push off. 444 is very low, gets hit with gets the Shadow Word from Dusty. But there's the Arcane Curse onto Talo, and one more right click might do him down. Dusty taking damage as well from Your Bad, as well as Shadow Ninja. Dusty trying to dodge around. 444 can't really do anything here. He gets the Shadow Word on himself. Shadow Ninja still trying to get him, but he dodges back from the trees. Some good jukes here. But here comes the Arcane Curse onto 444. He tries to pop the Eclipse, but it's not going to be enough, as the shield does come out on Shadow Ninja from Hunter. So now we do see 4 down here. Trying to push up on this tower, but Dusty is just going to decide this is enough of that. He's going to try to get back.
Meanwhile, Puck takes down middle. That Silencer, though, really showing he doesn't care. He managed to get pretty much everyone low, only take down the Luna, though. He's strong right now.
Radiant's bottom
Yes, he
tower
is.
staggered.
And, you know, Arcane Curse is going to be strong now. That will fall off a little bit, as well as Last Word. It'll fall off a little bit in terms of damage, but he does have an early point in Moving Glaive, so these kills in the early game will stack up for him into the late game. Now we do see Hunter here dodging a little bit. He doesn't actually have his ult yet, so he pops the Aphotic Shield, but he's still taking damage, and the Shadow Word and a couple of right clicks are going to take him down.
Luna, 2 early points in Lunar Blessing really making all the difference there. Those right clicks doing so much damage.
Yeah, and these early this early aggression on the Abaddon, making sure he doesn't have that level 6 yet, as well as Your Bad being down here, just taking a little bit of that experience, as he was only about Hunter, excuse me, was only about a quarter of the way from having borrowed time up, and now he's just trying to face tank some of these creeps. He's gonna get hit with the Lucent Beam again, but it's just gonna pop a shield and get back.
He is level 6 now, as well as Void. Really, all the cores now are 6.
So Void has the early headdress. Looks like he's going for his boots next. Got the headdress to try to help him jungle up a little bit, looks like. And now I believe we'll probably see Dr. Cooper start to roam a little bit, maybe. He's a little bit low right now, so he'll probably have to go hit a shrine before that happens.
Lots of pings coming out here. They
Yeah,
see
we did.
the Abaddon.
He's level 6 now, so he's feeling fairly well. He's going for those phase boots early, which is that's a good move. So he has the money for it. He just needs to go get to a shop to get them.
Dyer's making a move in here. They
Yeah,
have
we
Ward
do.
as well.
Yeah, they're just. And the funny thing, Charlie's just been farming this whole time. He's got his armlet up there. He also has his power treads. So this 4-man fight of Angels really keeping the focus off of him.
Yeah, and he's sitting on top of net worth.
And here we go. There's the Arcane Curse, hits Dusty and 444. They're going to have to get back. The Glimpse is going to actually catch 444. He's going to try to pop his ult to see if he can get enough damage out, but it's not going to be enough. It just pops the ult of Hunter. There's Colvillain with the Chronosphere. He's going to catch out Shadow Ninja. Looks like the right clicks are going to be able to take him down, but he might actually die himself. He's kind of stuck in this kinetic field. There's the Shackles. They're going to catch the Abaddon. Right clicks from Colvillain are trying to take it down. He gets the aphotic shield off. Now he tried to time walk a little bit of that damage off. Didn't actually get the pop there from Hunter off of the aphotic shield.
Yeah, I can't believe he survived there.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, so 2-for-1 trade there in favor of Charlie's Angels.
Attack the heroes.
Yeah, I think the big difference there is the Faceless Void finally left his lane and showed up, and the Wraith King did not.
Yep, and as for not going, Charlie gets a tower. So
Dyer's middle tower.
so they
is
take down
under
2
pressure.
of TMB and they get a tower. I think that they'll feel pretty good about that. So looks like
Yeah,
Charlie
let's see what
might.
Midas up
Dyer's
now.
middle tower is
Interesting.
under attack.
So Charlie's going to start rotating through the jungle now. Looks like he's got a nice stack here to start with on this top lane.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Radiant are scanning
We
for
see a
enemy.
scan come out there from Team Michael Bolton. I don't know if it actually caught that disruptor or not.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Might have at the beginning, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was close. I couldn't tell if it started off right or not. But we do see them grouping up here in mid, at least, like with 3, it looks like. Uh-oh. Dr. Cooper gets glimpsed back in. He gets silenced. No phase shift available. It looks like the right clicks are just going to take him down. Now Talo looks like from the glaives is just going to get bursted down there by Shadow Ninja. Another Arcane Curse comes out onto Dusty, but he's seen what's happening and he's just going to have to get back.
Yeah, Ben's just hitting 6 there, got the swap out. Disruptor's 6 also now. He still has his ult. They're probably ready to push this tower.
Yeah, and with the Curse of Avernus and how much damage Shadow Ninja is doing early, these towers are going to fall fairly quickly.
Yeah, the Wraith King's still not showing up though. He's just happy farming.
Yeah, I mean, I think that can be frustrating sometimes, but you know, if your 4 teammates are doing enough damage, they'll just allow you to farm. Here we see a jump in. Dreamcoil is going to hit Shadow Ninja. He's actually going to break it, but no, what a great ult there
Yeah.
from Fancybones. Catches 3, and then the last word and the Arcane Curse comes out as well, so no kills there, but he does save his silencer. And all 4 are
Shrine
gonna.
up.
Yep, they're gonna shrine up, and they're gonna be ready to turn back in here.
Yeah, the Void time walked in, he was ready to chrono, and the Disruptor will come off guard. Definitely saved him at least from the chrono.
Oh, what a nice dodge there from Mr. Dr. Cooper, dodging that magic missile.
Yeah.
And let's see, silencers turned around. 30 seconds until global silence. But already with 10 stolen intelligence. Let's see what Charlie's got going up here. Looks like he's going for the early Desolator. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, looks like it. Almost that would be. So it looks like Silencer's gonna go for the Shadow Blade.
Oh, that's interesting. See the Shadow Word put out on Fancybones, but it's just going to be a little bit of an annoyance as he's going to run away.
Is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
You see a shrine.
see here.
I think it was Shrine used that.
Okay. It looks like the Wraith King is actually making his way down here, too.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like you're right. I believe he had one of the Mithril Hammers on the courier. Yep. And so he's very close to his Desolator.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're gonna just try to go for Roche after that. Should be pretty easy.
I think you're right. I mean, they have, with all of his teammates here, although we see 2 TPing out right away.
They're going to Shrine. They're going on this
They're trying to catch on 444 here. Fancybones, he does have Glimpse. Yeah. He tries to pull up the Eclipse early, but it's just not going to be enough damage. Gets away from Fancybones. One more Lucent Beam probably would have taken him down. So a little bit of an overextension there. And yeah, it looks like Luna might just need to resign herself to the jungle for a little while, as crossing the jungle is going to be tough business with this lineup of Charlie's Angels.
Yep, and Venge has a medallion now too, so I think they're definitely going to try to make a Roche play pretty soon.
Yeah, and even on top of that, I mean, with all of this minus armor they're going to be having, you know, Roche is going to fall easily, but so are all of these heroes for Charlie's Angels. Or, I'm sorry, for Michael Bolten.
Yeah. Minus armor is definitely going to do work. They don't really have a way to counter Vessel and
Oh, there's the rock into the Dream Coil. He catches out Shadow Ninja and Hunter. The Borrowed Time gets popped. He tries to get the Aphotic Shield, but it's not going to be enough. So great rotation there from 5 of Team Michael Bolten. That's a pickoff they needed desperately, was that silencer.
Yeah.
Charlie, it doesn't look like is going to rotate at this point, so it looks like maybe all 4 of these heroes, 5 of these heroes are going to try to go for this tower. Yurbad is here invisible. Now there's the Mass Serpent Ward, so they're going to just try to burn this tower down quickly.
That was a great rock and a great coil, and it's always nice when you can just throw the rock into a push right after a nice couple of kills like that.
Yeah, exactly. Now Yurbad up a little close. Just going to throw the Wave of Terror out, but it actually looks like he only catches Shadow Shaman. And so now it looks like TMB is going to just go with the 5-man game here and just start pushing down lanes. There's the Glimpse. They catch out Mr. Dr. Cooper. He gets hit with the Arcane Curse. Now Talo comes out. He gets somebody shackled there, but Fancybones comes out with the Static Storm and a Kinetic Field, but then Colvillain turns around, gets the crit out, or the Chronosphere out, and they burn down Shadow Ninja. Now Colvillain on the run. He's going to time walk out there, actually, with the 4 heroes here. Now 444 uses his ult, but just too many heroes here. It's not going to be enough to do enough damage to take down anyone. Now we see 3 heroes down right now for TMB. Make it 4 as they do catch out Dusty as well. 444 on the run. Glimpse is up now. If they can catch a... there, they caught him. Into the Kinetic Field. He's going to try to pop the Shrine to keep himself alive. He hits the Lucent Beam. Let's see if he's going to get one more right click out to do enough damage. It's not going to be enough, though. He's going to run into Charlie, and Charlie's going to kill him.
Yeah.
So, a 5-man wipe there.
Until, I mean, the Chrono was good. They bursted the silencer down, and then everything went bad after that.
Yeah, it looked like Charlie showed up, got a couple of right clicks. I think what really took that down was that Mr. Dr. Cooper got glimpsed away and just split up from his team, and then picked off before he could get in there and get a Dream Coil down or a Waning Rift or anything like that. So now we see Yurbad scouting out this Roche, it looks like.
And pick up there for the bench. Yeah, so looks like they still, I don't know, they should be wanting to do Roche, but Radiant is also aware of that.
Is about to flounder.
We see Talo trying to get a deep ward in here. He does have some Mass Serpent wards up, so I'm assuming he wants to just try to get it down on a tower. Colvillain is up top. He's going to get a little bit of a push off on this tower.
Yep,
No rotations yet.
Blessings upon
Yeah, Charlie's Angels massing here in the mid lane. Let's see, is there a Blink Dagger up yet on Charlie? Nope, that's queued next.
Pug's got one though.
So we do see Hunter go to the top to defend that tower. Meanwhile, the 3 heroes from Charlie's Angels pushing in this mid lane. Shadow Ninja was in the jungle, it looked like. They're just trying to get a good... Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to get a good push up to make some room for this Roche. I'm going to try to go for this tower now. Right clicks from Charlie might be enough to do it, but here comes the fortification. Arcane Curse is going to come out.
Double damage!
But yeah, a little bit of a Mexican standoff, it looks like, here in the mid lane without neither team really wanting to overextend itself.
Yeah, classic. Dire really wants this tower to free up some space for Roshan, and Radiant really doesn't want to let it fall. So
Yeah, it looks like
now, though.
Yeah, Charlie is just gonna burst down Mr. Dr. Cooper so fast with that armlet. There's the glimpse. They're gonna catch Dusty back a little bit. He's gonna try to. He does get the bind off, and then there's the Chronosphere. It's gonna catch 3, but there's just no damage. He's gonna get the rock down. And then here comes 444. He actually is going to pick off Talo. I'm sorry, the Disruptor. And then Mass Serpent Wards are going to come out as well. They're going to actually heal Hunter all the way back up. And now 444 is going to die to Hunter's right clicks. Talo is still here trying to fight off this Hunter Abaddon. There's the Shadow Word. Now Hunter's going to try to turn and get on the run. He's getting chased by the Golem, but even the combo, that's probably not going to be enough.
Yeah, the Warlock buyback didn't look great at first, but then the Luna came in with the Eclipse follow-up and made it worth.
Yeah, he got the Fatal Bonds, it looked like, before he died, and then came back and got the rock down.
Well, they got
There's the Waning Rift is going to catch out Hunter. He's not going to have his ult up. There's the Shackle.
Ooh.
The swap is going to come in from Your Bad, and then the Shrine's going to get popped. It looks like they want to turn this now. Mr. Dr. Cooper gets hit with the armor debuff. Oh, what a great phase into a blink there.
Yeah, if he got pulled back with a glimpse there, he's probably got her.
Yeah, just barely getting out of a silence or a static storm or anything, because that would have spelled very quick death for him.
Yeah, it's starting to feel weird that they haven't seemed interested in Roche yet. I feel like that should be a high priority objective for Dire right now. Especially with the mid tower down now.
Yeah, they probably could have pulled back and tried it there, but I'm assuming they're trying to get a clean pickoff on maybe Colville.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Yeah, actually, I mean, it's tough for them too, because even if you get a pick off on one hero, there's another one that has a great team ult that could punish you if you spend too much time in the Roche or overextend there. Now we do see 444 catch out Fancybones a little bit, but he's going to get glimpsed away. Now there's a ward that 444 is sitting right on top of. So he does need to be careful about that, but looks like Charlie's Angels aren't going to be able to make a move on it at this point.
The Wraith King does have his blink up now.
Yeah, he's hitting very hard with the Desolator and the Armlet as well, and add the blink on top of that with the blink stun. He is going to be a problem right now. Now we do see Talo coming in, as well as Colville, and let's see, does he have Chrono up? He does, but he just decides to chase them back.
Yeah, it's not worth it. He knows Wraith King has the ult up. And even if you bring him down once, I don't think you're going to bring him down twice.
Yeah.
At least with only the, I think, 2 heroes there at the time. But yeah, I'm kind of harping on this Roshan because I feel like at this point Wraith King can honestly smoke himself in and just solo it if he wanted to.
Yeah, I think you're right, and
he's doing so much not showing on the map that it wouldn't even be suspicious.
Regenerate.
now Mr. Dr. Cooper jumped in. Oh, gets out of the Static Storm, but it still is going to die just to all the... What did he get hit with? A Wraith Fire Blast there.
Yeah.
And glimpse back in. Yeah, that's tough for him.
Yeah, nice pick up.
But yeah, even again, like, they get a pick off and it looks like they're going for towers rather than Roche.
They know this void's down here.
Yeah, you see the pings out there. They can actually, they probably saw him go into the trees with this, that ward down there. And there's the Wraithfire Blast actually misses. They swap and they get the glimpse on him. Colvin is going to try to get away and see if he can get a time walk off, but he's not going to be able to.
A little bit of misplay, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and as we see that Shadow Ninja, oh, 444 is actually going to get a pick off there on the Courier, but pays for it with his life. Tried to use his Eclipse to take down Shadow Ninja, but Shadow Ninja goes in Viz and dodges about half of those Lucent Beams. Now here we see Charlie's chasing down Dusty. That was quick. This Wraith King is hitting very hard right now.
That was probably 40% of his HP in one crit there.
And he finds a stack here, and he's just gonna gladly take this. He's got the BKB queued up next. He's only about 1,500 away from it.
Are they gonna see the Shadow Shaman here? Play it.
Yeah, Talo dancing close to death. Gonna try to come down here and save this tower. Hunter beating away at it with the Curse of Avernus and all these creeps here. Charlie wants to come help, but he doesn't want to get too close up there. Callvillain is going to do a little bit of damage. Taylor gets the Shackles out there, and then Hexes as well. Callvillain gets the Chrono. He hits 3 there, but the Global Silence comes out. The Mass Serpent Wards are doing damage, but Callvillain's just going to burst down. Now here's the Kinetic Field, and the Stack Storm is going to catch out 444. He's going to turn and try to right-click down, but the borrowed time from the Abaddon as well as the Armlet toggles from Charlie are just going to do too much damage. And it's a 4-for-0 trade in terms of for Charlie's Angels. They do get Charlie down 1 life, but
Yeah, Bolt's level 3 already. It's 30-second cooldown.
yeah,
Not a really big deal. And this is what I was talking about early. The Charlie's Angel squad here just kind of opted to go with this lineup that can just survive that Chrono and Rock and Fatal Bonds, and then when it's all said and done, they're just still alive, and Radiant has no more damage.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle
yeah, and it's showing evidently right now, as you said, and those picks are looking great for them. So I would be surprised if we didn't see them make a Roche attempt now. Charlie is farming away, but I do think Michael Bolten will probably think twice about contesting at this point. With the only big, I mean, they have Dream Coil and Eclipse up, but no Chrono, no Rock, and no Mass Serpent Ward to really wreak some havoc inside that pit. Oh, and here we go again. Taylor is going to catch out Hunter here. We do see 444 pop his ult as well. They're going to take out Fancybones here. They are going to catch Yerbad as well. Hunter's on the run. His borrow time has not popped yet. He has the shield on him. He does get shackled, but they're just going to pop that borrowed time, hit him with the Hex again, and then they're going to turn and try to right-click him down again. Pops another Aphotic shield. And with all 5 there, he's not going to be able to outrun the right-clicks.
Space.
Yeah, space created, that's true. But this does look like what TMB has to do to win this is just go for these 5-man fights and try to split up Charlie's Angels and pick them off and really punish them when they're out of position. Otherwise, this Wraith King and the Sounds are going to roll over him, it looks like.
Yeah, it's still definitely feeling dire favored. That was a great fight. They did end up with 3 there, 3-0, which is phenomenal at this point.
Yeah, especially to make up for that pretty much a 5-man wipe that they had at the point before it. So I'm still interested that neither team has gone for Roche at this point.
Yeah, I think they're just doing it to spite me now.
Blessings.
Yeah. They must have heard us, man. Now here we see a smoke from Angels. Looks like, are they going to just try to get in there on Roche? Yep, and here we go. So Charlie's in there. He gets the Wave of Terror out on the Roche, and with the Armlet up, it looks like he's just going to go ahead and solo this. Yeah, TMB doesn't look like they have a scan up, so they're not going to be able to pick this out. And with so much smoke and no vision, Charlie's going to take that down relatively quickly, and actually give it to Shadow Ninja.
Yeah, good call. Wraith
Yeah.
King doesn't need it.
Not at this point, anyways. Taylor's gonna get killed here, though. Gets picked out by a couple of heroes. So is he trying to lay a ward, or did he just get caught? Looks like he just got caught.
Did he get some vision down deeper there?
Oh yeah, there we
Come
go.
out earlier though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures
So Angel's
are
kind of countering with
fortified.
their own team push here. Your bad TP's home to get a tower
Dire's
deny.
bottom tower has been denied.
So that's pretty good. 444 in the jungle, just trying to catch his farm up. I mean, he's not doing really all that bad, but he's still, I mean, over 1,000 under the silencer and almost 2,000 under, over 2,000 under the Wraith King. So
Yeah. Problem is, Abaddon has a pipe, Wraith King has a BKB, and they're ready to just walk up high ground. They have Aegis
Yeah.
and Silencer.
Tower is on the rocks.
they're just bursting through these towers so quickly. Hunter and Charlie, that synergy between Avernus and the Armlet is really showing.
Really tight, Hunter.
So Angels is going to take that and turn around. Looks like maybe they... I think what we've seen them do so far is just take a tower, go back and farm. Take a tower, go back and farm. They pick off they find 444 here. He pops the Manta to try to get away. He's so fast though, it looks like he actually is going to get away. But Talo might not be so lucky. He gets glimpsed, he gets hit. The Static Storm used to take him down, but here comes the Rock, as well as the Dream Coil. That's going to do a decent amount of damage. Hunter has his Borrow Time popped. Shadow Ninja does get taken down once. Colville with the Chrono hits 3. He's going to try to take him down. Yurbad gets a swap in there. He's going to save him, but he'll die for it. Charlie does die, but he turns around and takes down Dusty. And now Colville gets glimpsed away right back into Charlie into a kinetic field. He time jumps out of it, but there's 4 heroes after him now. Gets hit with the Wraith Fire Blast as well as Thunder Strike. And the right clicks are going to burn him down, so that's 5 heroes down for Team Michael Bolten.
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, they killed the Silencer once, they killed the Wraith King once, but, you know, Aegis and Wraith King, so they ended up losing hard.
Radiant's middle tower.
It was a great chrono, honestly. They were able to bring that silence down and almost got him down a second time.
Radiant's middle
It
tower.
just
Yeah.
wasn't enough damage.
The Shadow Blade and the swap out there from your battle was enough to save him. He might not even have died just because of the... Oh my goodness. Charlie with the blink, the kill, just bursts Taylor down, no chance. He tries to get the Mass Serpent Ward out to do damage, but it's just not enough. So Angels are going to push up on this tower. They're going to try to get a tier 3. The Mass Serpent Wards are doing a little bit of damage. Here comes the upheaval to just try to slow this down a little bit. But between Charlie and Hunter, they're just not going to be able to do anything. The Dream Coil comes out. It's only going to hit Hunter. Into the upheaval. Oh my goodness. There's the root now. The Rod of Atos up on Shadow Ninja.
Radiant's middle barracks.
So this is going to be at least 1 lane of Rex, maybe even a second tower.
But there's no buyback, so we'll see what they do here.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, and with the medallion, or I'm sorry, the Solar Crest now on Charlie, he's just tanking that tower, not taking any damage basically.
Stands against Radiant's top barracks.
And now we see 444. Looks like he might get picked off here in the mid lane. Does have his BKB popped. He tries to take Hunter down, but the Borrow Time's going to pop. Then we see Rod of Atos come out again. He's going to hit Colville, and then he's going to get bursted down by Shadow Ninja. So these right clicks with that 38 stolen intelligence are doing a lot of damage. Now we see Talo. He catches Yurbad. He gets him with the shackles, but it's just not going to be enough. Hexes him as well, but there's just no follow-up on none of his team is here. Tries to get a second shackles, but he gets glimpsed away. Now here comes 444 with the Lucent Beam, but that's not going to be enough either. Meanwhile, Hunter is still here. He's trying to fight this out. Here comes Borrow Time. That's up now as well. Has the Shadow Word put out on him now. Yurbad turns around, gets the swap out onto Talo. The Dream Coil comes out. It's going to hit Hunter and Yurbad, so Yurbad's going to die to the Dagon, it looks like.
In my presence?
But Hunter still has that Borrow Time up. He's feeling fine. Just the safety Fancybones kinetic field's going to save him.
Tribute to my house. All mine.
Yeah, they can get away with these aggressive plays now, at least with the Abaddon. The bench wasn't so lucky there, but ended up being a 1-for-1 supports, so it's kind of eh.
Yeah, and the Rod of Atos is actually a great pickup on the Shadow Ninja with the Luna
Yeah.
and the
Void, for sure.
yeah, the Puck as well.
Yeah. I saw him in that last fight with the Void. He hit him a few times to the point where Void was thinking he probably had to leap, and then you Atos him, and then, you know,
Nowhere he can
can't
go.
leap.
So yeah,
he's
nice
playing
pickup
that really
there.
well.
Now we see the AC up on Charlie's Wraith King, as well as the
Yeah.
BKB. Let's see, he hasn't even used that BKB yet. Still a full 10 seconds on it.
Yeah, and him and Silencer are just head and shoulders above anyone else right now.
And Hunter on the Abaddon going for a Shiva's Guard, actually.
Angel's actually, it's like a 25k net worth league right now.
Oh, goodness. And about 25k experience as well.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
So they're doing well.
Yes. They do scan him here.
Yeah, they do skin him, but there's even, you know, all they can pretty much do is just try to hold
Radiant's
this
bottom shrine is
set of
under
racks
attack.
and hope for a horrible misplay here by Charlie's Angels and try to just stomp down and re-racks him, but
Radiant's
Surprise.
bottom shrine has fallen.
even as such, yeah, but actually only Warlock right now has buyback status in the game, so it is possible for them to do it, but with, oh man, now even the Abaddon is on top of the Luna in terms of net worth. And Shadow Ninja and Charlie just head and shoulders above
Radiant's
everybody at
top
6,000 and
shrine is under
7,000
attack.
They're
respectively
smoking
above.
out though. Radiant wants to fight.
Yeah, they
It might
want
be a good one. They're split up.
pick this off. They're gonna find Shadow Ninja. There's Charlie. He's gonna get hit with the Dream Coil. 444 tries to do some damage here. He pops his Manta. They are gonna take down him once. They do actually take down Shadow Ninja now. Charlie wants to turn around, try to get some damage out here. He hits the Wraith Fire Blast onto Puck, and it's just gonna
Better
burst
split
him
push him.
down. Now Yurbad is going to get hit with the shackles. He's going to die as well. They're just trying to chase down this Charlie. He's going to die. But meanwhile,
Oh, I know.
Hunter is going to take down this bottom tower. Fancybones gets the kinetic field and the static storm up. He's going to catch 444 and Dusty in this, as well as Talo. Now here's the chase. They actually catch him. They catch Fancybones here with the shackle. The right clicks are coming down. Oh, it looks like 444 just missed that Lucent Beam. That might have been enough to take him down. Here comes the upheaval. They're trying to stop him, but now Hunter's going to hit Dusty a couple times. He might actually take him down. He gets glimpsed back. They're trying to block it with the Warlock, but it's not going to be enough. Now here comes Call Villain as well. He jumps
Ben
in.
was TPing home and he just changed his mind and started killing people.
Goodness, now Hunter's just trying to, fight this right back in. Colville's just trying to peck at him, but with the aphotic shield, it's just not enough. The glimpse comes out. Who did he actually hit with that glimpse? I didn't even see, but there's a kinetic field.
The Shadow Jones.
Trying more and more to do damage. Colville just trying to straight up man fight him, but it's not working.
Both his ult.
Borrow time not even up yet. Now Colville wants to run away, but Hunter is not done with him now. 444 is trying to body block him as well. Here comes the Manta. They're going to turn around, and the right clicks are now going to be enough to take him down. So Hunter there just feeling pretty confident in himself.
Yeah, it throws out the patience from Zoe. I like it. Yeah, that was space. Although I don't know if it's needed space at this point, but you know.
Yeah. Team Michael Bolton definitely not wanting to call this a GG yet, as a number one seed is up for grabs here, but it certainly is a steep uphill climb for them at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely looking hard. We've seen them execute team fights pretty well a couple times, and they still have been coming out on bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I think you made a good point when you talked about their Charlie's Angels team comp, and that they're so tanky that they can outlast so much of that damage.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that a couple times. Roshi is up now, so I think that's going to be, there's going to be a fight there soon, I think.
Yeah, TMB was hoping to catch him right there, probably, or at least catch Charlie, maybe.
You see Puck and Bench here.
Puck out.
Phases out of the magic missile. That was nice there. and actually of the Wave of Terror as well. Talo gets in, he gets the shackles out, but Charlie finds him as well, and 3 right clicks, that's going to take him down quickly. Global Silence comes out, Colvillain is going to take enough right clicks, he's going to die. He does get hit with the Route of Atos as well. Now 444 tried to dodge that glimpse with his Manta, but it's not going to work. He's going to die as well. There's the buyback from Colvillain. There's the buyback from 444.
Silence.
No buyback, I believe, on Shadow Shaman, yeah.
Yeah, that Venge was bait that whole time. That was really well played. As soon as Shadow Shaman came in, shackled, Wraith King blinked in, destroyed him, and that kicked out the fight for him.
And Shadow Ninja with the Route of Atos. Oh my goodness, look at how much damage he's doing to 444.
Oh,
and
that's
that
buyback.
Oh, goodness. Now Dr. Cooper's going to jump in. He is going to hit the Dagon on Shadow Ninja, but there's Yerbad with the stun as well. And also, Fancybones hits the Kinetic Field Static Storm. And it's just, this is terrible for Team Michael Bolten. Yeah, this is GG here.
Sounds like a 50 intelligence stolen.
Yeah, and he's just doing an insane amount of damage right now. So Charlie's Angels, with the Game 1 victory, that's going to lock in the top seed for them in this group.
Yeah, really well played. Thought they drafted well, they executed well.
Yeah, and I don't think necessarily that Team Michael Bolten got out-drafted. I thought they had the ability to do what they wanted to do against Charlie's Angels, but that last pick silencer actually was tough for them to deal with, and Charlie just had so much time to farm by himself.
I was practicing my backstroke.